Hello, it's Penny Peerboom with the Peerboom Group at Keller Williams Realty. And today I have with me one of our favorite preferred lenders in a series that I've started called Moving Parts. So the real estate transaction is full of lots of moving parts. You've got the realtor, you got the buyer, the seller, the lender, the title company, the appraiser, the inspector, and all these moving parts need to work together to make the transaction smooth. And in order to do that, we need to have some people we trust and know are going to take care of our clients with great care. And so let me tell you a little bit about Christy. So Christy Meaux is with Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, the Wood Group here in New Braunfels, Texas. And I can go on and on about Christy, but I think instead I will have her tell you more about what makes her so special. Hey, Christy,
Thanks.
how are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thanks so much for having me today.
Well, thanks for coming on. You have been in the New Braunfels. You're not new to the industry, but you're new to New Braunfels, right? You haven't been here for a great long time.
No, it'll be 2 years next month.
And yet you have made such an impact on our community. So tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Well, I am originally from the Houston area. I went from there to Baylor and was a music major at Baylor University. After Baylor, I found myself in San Marcos in the Austin area. For the next 15 years, my first foray into mortgage was back in 2005 with a small mom and pop group there. Went through the 08, 09 shock of the industry. And, I learned a lot in going through that and seeing how it affected people, how it just really turned the industry and the economy upside down and what grit people had to come out of it. I took time after that, ended up doing contract work, project management, and project coordinating for a few years, and then found my way back into mortgage. Not very long ago at all. It was just a couple years ago. My license was activated just over a year ago. So I'm still, I'm not old school as some others, but it's been a real blessing to be able to take my desire to serve and to impact and build community from a lending perspective. It's a unique place, and being able to create the comfort and give people the opportunity to be confident in that financial decision is really rewarding.
It is. And, you're part of the Wood Group with Fairway Mortgage, and you've got Matt Hemberger at the helm. And, he's always coming into our team meetings and educating us. And when I got into real estate, I have to admit, when we took the course on the financing and the mortgage stuff, I thought, I don't have to know all the nitty gritty because I will refer them to a lender. But I quickly realized how important it is to be educated about what's going on in the market. So many talk about moving parts, like we've got our moving parts and you've got your moving parts. So tell us a bit about what we need to know, because I always tell my clients, you need to talk to the lender. You need to talk to the lender instead of believing what they're hearing out on the street or from Uncle Mo or from, their neighbor. So tell us a little bit about what clients need to know right now, buyers and sellers.
Well, one of the best benefits from my chair where I sit is being able to build that trusted relationship, not only with someone who's looking to purchase a home or refinance, but also with the realtor, so that we have a trusted bond and a trusted relationship, and we know that we're working together to help those clients. Ideally, what they need to know is that when we have a recommendation on taking care of something on a credit report or managing the money and the assets that they have currently to get that best case scenario for purchase and get that loan completed for them in the best amount of time possible, listen to what your lender is recommending that you do. We love to be able to give people that confident advice. But it really is up to the individual to trust their lender and their realtor together to make that transaction go as smooth as possible. In regard to what is the current pulse on the economy, what does that mean for folks? There's a lot of moving pieces, and we're adjusting regularly to what the industry and the economy is telling us that we need to do. But we're doing that not out of fear, but we're doing that so we can still help people be successful in their transaction and achieve what they need.
Right. Well, you mentioned a couple things I want to touch on. First of all, fixing their credit and getting ready to purchase. I see a lot of our clients go at it alone. They're like, I don't want to talk to a lender yet because I need to do this, that, and the other. And I said, no, now is the time that you talk to the lender so that you're doing the right things. A lot of people are misinformed about what they need to do to prepare. What are some things that you can advise to people that are looking to get ready to
Yeah, so I actually have clients that I started working with last summer who were not super confident with their credit and their credibility as far as lending goes and managing their finances. But what has been really a helpful tool for them is there's a website that we recommend. It's annualcreditreport.com. You can get a free copy of your credit report. Pull that information down. It won't give you a score, but at that point, we're not necessarily concerned with the score. We're more concerned with what's showing up on the debt. What do you owe on, and how much do you owe? So being able to go over that before putting a hard hit on anybody's credit score, we can evaluate and get a good idea as to where they stand there, and give them some recommendations. Do they need to pay off certain things? Do they need to bring the balance down? And typically staying between that 10 and 30% threshold on a credit limit is really going to be the most beneficial opportunity to use that credit line to build that score. Some folks only have one open line of credit, and we actually like to see a little bit more for credit worthiness. 2 to 3 is the minimum that we like to see. Definitely, you can overextend yourself for available credit, and there's a lot of companies that count on you to do that. Mm-hmm. And I know it's a struggle sometimes if people don't have great credit. Well, how do you get credit if you don't have credit, or your credit is compromised? And there's several different ways that you can approach that. It really is going to be up to the unique and individual situation as to what those opportunities look like. Sometimes family members can be helpful in that as well. So we really look at the whole encompassing credit picture for the individual in order to get them set up.
So what I'm hearing you say is that you have a lot of insight as to how buyers can best prepare themselves on their credit, in regards to their credit. So
we definitely have opportunity to give them ideas so they can get started with that. We also have credit companies who are credit professionals that we can recommend and introduce folks to if they want or need a little bit more assistance than what we can give from an initial consultation.
Another thing you mentioned earlier was refinancing, and I know a lot of people are jumping on that bandwagon. What's a general rule of thumb when it comes to refinancing? When should someone consider refinancing?
Folks who are looking for refinances, typically, if you're going to stay in your house over 5 years, that's always going to be one of the first questions that we ask. Because anything less than that, the payoff for doing the refinance really isn't going to be there. So more of a longer term commitment on staying where you are. What's your credit score? Do you know what your credit looks like? Because right now we are seeing some conversations around having the need for credit scores that are a little bit higher than what we were lending on, even 2 months ago. Not anything drastic, and it's not affecting a whole handful of folks, but there are some. that we have to have that conversation with. We're seeing folks who are going from rates upward of 4.75 who are able to bring that score down below 4, which is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, we're going to be able to save folks, $200 to $300 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And the payoff in that, and they're staying in their home for over that 3 to 5 year threshold, is going to be a big difference for that family. Because what can you do with that additional money? You could pay down your debt,
Mm-hmm.
and invest it. Right now is a great time because from what I'm hearing with my financial advisor friends is it's a great time to invest in the economy because we are going to rebound. And I don't want to digress into that conversation, but definitely folks who have a good credit score, who are staying in their house over 5 years and are looking to better their rate, or if they're currently FHA and want to switch over to a conventional and they have that 20% equity in the house, it's a great time to get the mortgage insurance removed from their payment.
Mm-hmm. So you can see, I want to let our audience know that if you're not you're not looking to buy a home or sell your home anytime soon, it's always a good time to be working on being prepared for the next home, because you don't want to wake up one day ready to move and have to work on these things at that time. It's good to work on these things now. Well, I know the attention span of our viewers is probably pretty short, and I know we have lots and lots to say, and I don't want to bore them. Not that this is boring, this is exciting stuff. How does someone get in touch with you, and what can we do to learn more from you about what you do and what the Fairway Group is doing for clients?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. The best way to reach me is via cell phone. My phone number is 512-294-9292.
I'll flash your
9292. It's right there on the screen. You can also reach me there at my email address, christy.meaux@fairwaymc.com. And a contact me icon on my website, meaumortgage.com, is a great way to reach as well. I love having one-on-one conversations with folks. Even right now, while we're distanced and not able to sit face-to-face, we can definitely sit down and do Zoom, FaceTime, or whatever's the most comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Well, what I've been telling my clients and my sphere of influence and friends is that everyone's situation is different, and It's just, we tell people, you hear it from lenders too all the time. They'll go, well, it depends. It depends. It depends. And it does depend, and it takes someone that's willing to sit down with you and listen to your particular situation and put you in the right product. Did you know, you guys, audience, that there's several different types of loan products, several different types of programs, and it really takes talking to someone that's going to listen and take the time to put you into the right program.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thank you for coming on. I just wanted everyone to meet you. My group of friends and everyone that follows me on Facebook to meet you and to hopefully give you a call and talk about their particular situation, whether they're looking to buy right now or in the near future, or maybe they just want to see what refinancing might do for them.
Fantastic. I appreciate it so much, Penny. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, you guys.
Bye.